Hey there, fellow soil warriors. I'm betting you've got a pile of Amazon boxes staring at you right now, maybe even reading this while sitting next to one. Trust me, I've been there. That moment when you realize your recycling bin is overflowing with cardboard, and you're wondering if there's a better way to handle this modern-day abundance. Well, grab your gardening gloves because I'm about to share one of my favorite composting secrets that'll transform those delivery boxes into black gold for your garden. Let me tell you something that changed my gardening game forever. Cardboard is essentially pre-composted wood fiber. Every time I see a delivery truck pull up to my neighbor's house, I secretly get excited because I know that box will eventually become nutrients for my tomatoes. Cardboard brings incredible value to your compost pile as a carbon-rich brown material, and it's probably the most accessible composting ingredient you'll ever find. The magic lies in cardboard's structure. Those corrugated layers create air pockets that promote proper airflow in your compost pile, something every seasoned composter knows is crucial for healthy decomposition. Unlike fallen leaves that can mat together, cardboard maintains its structure while breaking down, giving beneficial microorganisms the oxygen they need to work their magic. Understanding what happens when cardboard meets your compost pile will make you a more confident composter. Cardboard is made from wood pulp, which means it's primarily cellulose, the same organic compound found in plant cell walls. When you add cardboard to your compost, you're introducing a slow-release carbon source that feeds the microorganisms responsible for breaking down organic matter. The decomposition timeline varies based on several factors, but most cardboard will break down completely within, say, 3 to 6 months in an active compost system. Plain corrugated cardboard decomposes faster than thick, glossy boxes, while smaller pieces naturally break down quicker than large sheets. I found that cardboard from common shipping companies like Amazon, Target, and most online retailers compost beautifully because they typically use minimal inks and adhesives. Not all cardboard is created equal, and proper preparation makes the difference between successful composting and, well, creating problems in your pile. Start by removing all tape, labels, and plastic components. Those shiny shipping labels? They've got to go. Any plastic tape or metal staples need to be pulled off completely. Here's where I see many beginners make mistakes. They assume all cardboard is compostable. Avoid heavily waxed boxes like those used for frozen foods, and skip anything with a glossy coating or excessive colored inks. Pizza boxes are controversial. I personally compost them if they're only lightly soiled, but heavily grease-stained boxes should be avoided as they can attract pests and create anaerobic conditions. You know, the size matters more than you might think. Large, flat pieces of cardboard can actually create barriers in your compost pile, stopping proper air circulation and water from getting through. Personally, I always tear or cut cardboard into pieces no larger than my hand. Some composters like to go even smaller, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with that approach. Smaller pieces just mean faster decomposition. Getting your carbon-to-nitrogen ratio right is really where the art of composting shines, and, well, cardboard plays a starring role in this balancing act. The ideal compost pile maintains roughly a 30-to-1 carbon-to-nitrogen ratio, and cardboard is just an excellent carbon source that pairs beautifully with nitrogen-rich materials like kitchen scraps, fresh grass clippings, and coffee grounds. I like to think of building compost layers kind of like making a lasagna. Start with a layer of cardboard pieces, then add your nitrogen-rich materials like vegetable scraps or fresh garden trimmings, and follow that up with another carbon layer. This layering technique, often called the lasagna method, creates an environment where beneficial microorganisms can really thrive, while also helping to prevent common composting problems like odors or attracting pests. One trick I've learned over years of composting is to keep a dedicated box of prepared cardboard pieces ready to go. Whenever I add fresh kitchen scraps to my pile, I grab a handful of cardboard pieces to layer on top. This system keeps my compost balanced and, honestly, makes the whole process feel less overwhelming. Beyond traditional compost piles, cardboard opens up exciting possibilities for creative composting methods that work especially well in smaller spaces. Sheet mulching, also known as lasagna gardening, uses large pieces of cardboard as a weed barrier while slowly decomposing to enrich the soil below. I've used this technique to convert lawn areas into productive garden beds, and it's incredibly satisfying to watch grass disappear under cardboard and organic matter. For apartment gardeners or those with limited space, cardboard works beautifully in tumbler composters and even DIY composting systems. I've helped neighbors create simple 3-bin composting systems using, you guessed it, large pieces of cardboard as temporary dividers between sections. Vermicomposting enthusiasts will be thrilled to know that worms absolutely love cardboard. I regularly add small pieces of cardboard to my worm bins, where they provide both food and bedding material. The worms gradually consume the cardboard along with kitchen scraps, creating incredibly rich worm castings. Every composter runs into challenges, and cardboard composting has its own unique considerations. If your compost pile seems too dry and isn't decomposing well, cardboard might be absorbing too much moisture. The solution is simple: add more nitrogen-rich materials and ensure you're maintaining proper moisture levels. Your compost should feel like a wrung-out sponge. On the flip side, if your pile is too wet and developing odors, you probably need more carbon-rich materials like cardboard. This is actually one of the most common fixes I recommend to new composters who get enthusiastic about adding kitchen scraps but forget about balancing with browns. Some gardeners worry about the inks and adhesives used in cardboard manufacturing. While it's true that older printing methods used heavy metals, modern cardboard production primarily uses soy-based inks and water-based adhesives that break down safely in compost. That said, when in doubt, stick with plain corrugated cardboard from reputable shipping companies. The finished compost from cardboard-enriched piles has a wonderful texture that plants absolutely love. The decomposed cardboard contributes to soil structure, helping sandy soils retain moisture while improving drainage in clay-heavy soils. I've noticed that areas where I've used cardboard-enriched compost show improved water retention during dry spells and better drainage during heavy rains. Using cardboard in your composting routine also connects you to a larger cycle of sustainability. Instead of sending those delivery boxes to recycling facilities that use energy and resources to process them, you're closing the loop right in your own backyard. Every box that becomes compost is one less item in the waste stream and one more step toward a truly sustainable garden. Ready to transform your cardboard mountain into garden gold? Start small. Grab that Amazon box from today's delivery, remove the tape and labels, tear it into hand-sized pieces, and add it to your compost pile along with some kitchen scraps. Within months, you'll be spreading rich homemade compost that started as a simple shipping container. If this article helped you see cardboard in a whole new light, hit that subscribe button and share this post with fellow gardeners who are drowning in delivery boxes. Together, we're building a community of soil-conscious gardeners who know that the best amendments often come from the most unexpected places. Keep growing, keep composting, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive deeper into creating the perfect compost recipe for your specific garden needs.